everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite Netflix shows. Now, this was very difficult for me to choose only a few of them because let me tell you, I watch Netflix so much. So I could sit here and talk about it for hours and hours. I do have a lot of recommendations for you all, but I decided to just choose a few of them for today's video. The first show I want to recommend to you guys is Scandal. Now, I don't know if you have seen it or heard of it, but it is honestly my favorite show. It kind of deals with the political world. There's this girl, her name is Olivia Pope, and she is kind of like the fixer of anything and everything that has to deal with political issues and drama, rumors, stuff like that. So people come to her to fix their stuff. Like if someone, I don't know, like has an affair with someone, she goes in and fixes everything so that no one finds out. Well, Olivia Pope was also helping Fitzgerald Grant, which is the president of the United States. She kind of helped him become president, and while she was helping him, she also fell in love with him. So it's dealing with their little affair, dealing with how he is as a president, how he is as a husband, a father, things like that. But this entire show has so much drama. Like, it's amazing. Like, you are literally at the edge of your seat the entire time. It's one of those shows that make you scream at the television. It's just an amazing show, and I would highly recommend that one. The next show is Revenge. Again, one of my favorite shows ever. It's kind of like a close tie between Scandal and Revenge, but I really do like Revenge. Revenge is about this woman named Emily Thorne. Her dad was framed and sent to jail, and what she does is she goes back to the Hamptons where she was born and raised with her father, and she goes back to seek revenge and to kind of clear up her father's name. It's a really drama-packed show. It's so good. Again, you'll be on the edge of your seat. You'll be screaming at the television because Emily Thorne is literally a badass. She does incredible, crazy stuff in this show, and overall, every single character in the show is really good. You get really attached to the characters. You just root for her throughout every single episode. You just want her to get her revenge already, but like it kind of like drags on just a little bit, but it's a fairly short show on Netflix. I think it's maybe like 4 seasons, maybe 5. The next show is Gilmore Girls, and a lot of my friends don't want to watch this because they think it's going to be cheesy, but it really is a really great show. So what Gilmore Girls is about is a single mother raising a daughter at the age of 16. She's kind of growing up with her daughter, and the mom and the daughter live in this really small town where everyone knows everyone, everyone's in everyone's business, but it's kind of a very fun, quirky town. So the show is super funny and kind of teaches you a lot of lessons, so I would really recommend that show. It's one of my favorite shows, like I said. So Once Upon a Time deals with the fairy tale life mixing into the real world life. So there's this curse that is brought on to the fairy tale world where all the fairy tale characters get sent to another world, which is Maine. And so it deals with fairy tale characters in the new world, which is the world we're living in right now. It's kind of cool how they show what fairy tale characters would be like in our world, and then while it's doing that, it's kind of showing what they were in the other world. So you get to see a lot of background stories on like your favorite characters like Cinderella, Rumpelstiltskin, the Evil Queen, like all of that kind of stuff. So if you like fairy tales and you like Disney, I would really recommend this show. It's a really good show. The next show is The Vampire Diaries. Now, don't let the title fool you. When people first hear The Vampire Diaries, they think it's going to be like another Twilight sappy romance kind of thing, but it really isn't. It's like action-packed. It deals with vampires, werewolves, witches, like anything supernatural it deals with, but it's a very dark show at times. It does deal with romance, of course, because it is like a teen show, but it's an awesome show. Again, it's one of those shows that keeps you on the edge of your seat throughout the entire episode. It's a pretty long series. I think it's still going on right now, and I don't know, I think it's at its 6th or 7th season, so it's pretty long, but it's an awesome show. Like, you will not regret watching this show. It's super good. And the next and final show that I'm recommending to you guys is Lost. If you haven't watched Lost, it is amazing. I started watching Lost when I was a little girl as well. I think I was like maybe 10 or 11, and again, it's one of those shows that is super long. Like, I think it's I think it has like 11 or 12 seasons. It's all on Netflix though. So Lost is about a group of survivors from this airplane crash that landed in an island, and it deals with how they're surviving, but it's not at all like what you expect. It has a lot of supernatural things going on, things that I can't even describe to you guys because it's so crazy. The only thing I can tell you is to watch it so that you fully understand what I'm talking about. A lot of crazy stuff. It goes into different dimensions. There's a lot of creepy animals. Like, a lot of crazy stuff happens in this show, but it is so good. It's, again, like I said, it's a really long show, so it's a great show to binge watch. But it is awesome. It's an amazing show. Like, I don't know what else to say other than it's a great show because it really is. So those are all the shows I'd recommend to you guys from Netflix. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you've seen the shows, how you feel about them, and if you're going to watch them. And also let me know in the comments below what you recommend I watch. So thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.